introductions. I'll just keep to the topic of today.
Yes, I'm Alish. This is Rona.
Well, I did say Rona.
Yeah, you did everything.
I did say Rona and Alish.
And that noise behind or around the microphone is zebra. Somewhere here.
Yeah. Hey, do you think we should open it with a kiss? No? Oh.
No, not at
No. Okay.
Yeah, so she's seducing me like that every time. That's why she's my wife.
Okay. Don't overdo it. Like seriously. Alright.
Yes, my dear.
Now we are being serious. Let's start with the video. Today's topic is how we made our long distance relationship work. And yes, I wrote down some points because I don't want to forget something. Let me just start. I was in Namibia and my husband was in Slovakia when we decided to enter into a relationship. Please, before you get confused, look, this is why I said the dog should stay, but I'll continue. Before you get confused, yes, we met in Cape Town, but we did not start our relationship in Cape Town. Matter of fact, when we left Cape Town, we did not depart on the best of terms, if I can say so. Let me tell you how we left off things in South Africa. First of all, let me just say that we were not a couple when we were in South Africa. I think I already said that before. Just two complete strangers who knew each other's name and the country of origin. That's it. And I don't know what else. I don't think you knew my favorite color by then.
Until now, I don't know that.
I'll tell you after we are done recording. And then the second thing is, on our last day together, I gave my husband a hug. Well, not that time he was not my husband, he was then a travel buddy because we were traveling together for some days and it was quite nice. So, but now mind you, I was not in love then. I liked him, but I was not in love. So what happened is that my husband now, but back then travel buddy, because he was like my husband, yeah. My travel buddy then, who is now my husband, he dropped me off at this parking lot, which was like, I don't know, 1 minute's walk to where I was staying. I thought...
Where we were staying.
No, you left that time.
But we were staying in the same hostel.
No, you left. Remember, you left somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you left. And then when we got out of the car, I just gave him a hug out of the blue. I thought that is where we are saying goodbye. I don't think people usually ask people for hugs. So he did not hug me back. So I was busy hugging him and I don't know what he was doing with his arms, but I know he was not hugging me back. If I tell you that it was quite an awkward situation for me and I felt super embarrassed because it's not nice if you're hugging somebody and the person is not hugging you back. You know how like it's like I'm forcing myself on the person, which was not even the case. It was just that we had a good trip. He was really nice during the trip. He was really respectful and I knew he was going back the next day. Thank you for the trip. So I gave him a hug. The guy's like, I don't know, maybe he was, well, what were you doing with your arms? Like just floating in the air? Well, I think they were just on your side, right?
I don't remember that because I had another idea. My plan was different than yours, so I was shocked. What are you doing? So, but it doesn't mean that I wanted to act like so cold or like distant. No, but my plan was a great plan. Like okay, because I felt also very nice while we were traveling together. My plan was then I will go to escort you to the hostel, and there that will be the last point where we will be together. And then I wanted to hug you because that will be like the end of the end. So, but because you hugged me, so I didn't, expected that. You just surprised me. I was surprised. And then, well, I was surprised, but it looks like I'm like I don't know, like offended or whatever. Nothing good. Yeah. So, but basically you ruined my plan, but you didn't know that, of course.
Yeah. So then after that awkward hug in the parking lot, we went to the hostel. And when we entered the hostel, I just went to my room. My feelings were hurt, so I'm like, I'm going. And just like that,
Mine also.
he went to the reception because it turns out he needed to make copies. I didn't know that. When we entered, I just like left and that's it. That's where.
But to be honest, that copies, they were also part of the plan. Because I have to have some reason. Why are you going with me inside of the hostel? I don't know. Because I want to hug you at the end. No, I just have to create like plan. Like if you even ask me what are you doing, then I can tell you. But that was not the initial plan. The initial plan was just go, escort you, and the last moment just say bye bye.
You know, we should have just saved time and you.
Just like
you should have just proposed to me on your knees right there.
Just like I don't know their names, but in Titanic, you know, the couple.
Yeah, I don't
till
know.
the end, they were together. So.
I know it's DiCaprio.
But in the movie, I don't remember his name. So.
Yeah.
It was DiCaprio, but I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, I already said what I wanted.
When we left Cape Town, I got my feelings hurt, and then I won't say I ghosted you because I mean I left and you were going in France. I was like, okay, but you didn't even when I hugged you, you were not very responsive. So why must I linger around? Don't make those eyes. That was way back then. But don't worry, I forgive you. Yeah, good. You can sleep well tonight. Obviously, that was not the end of our story because we ended up being married after some time.
Yeah.
So after you left for Slovakia, I remember on Instagram, because we were using Instagram then, you sent me a picture of you walking on the snow.
Yes.
And then...
But before that happened, I was terrified. I was broken. At the airport of Cape Town, where I was waiting for my flight, for my departure, I was just sitting there, I bought a Coke, and I was just like, how she can do this? Because she just left without you know, participate on my plan. I just want to hug you and nothing. She just left like a ghost. So I was terrified, probably as you were after that hug. So the whole journey to Europe, I was like, what? Like, what's wrong? I thought that we had a nice time. We enjoyed the trip. We spent a good time together. And but the end was like, I wouldn't say horrible, of course,
but it was just...
It was just like something that, you know, like totally different. It's like oil and water. It doesn't match. So
yeah, the end was not good. But yeah, after you sent me the picture, we got talking again. And then I think I wished you a happy new year. Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what, but I remember that picture because I thought you were not going to
It
text.
was video. I recorded a video for you, and then I sent you a picture with my parents.
Yeah, and then he sent me a picture with his parents. That time we were not even like in a relationship or talking about going in a relationship. That was just, you know,
Planning
innocent.
future. Like looking for the names for our kids, for our pet.
It was not that thing. It was just we're just conversating. Is that even a word? Yeah, conversating.
Well, I get that. So
hopefully the viewers also get that. I believe it was on the 1st of January. That is when we got talking. Trust me, as ladies, we don't forget some things. We really got talking.
I didn't say that. I don't believe you. I was just like, who should remember that?
On the 1st of February, our conversations. January, excuse me. On the 1st of January,
this is what she's doing all the time.
20.
She's talking about one thing, but at the end, she's thinking about something totally different. Like she's explaining a black hole, but she's talking about white hole. It's quite funny.
I was saying on the 1st of January 2022, that is when our conversation took a turn. Like, oh, okay. So, you know, funny thing, we were just joking.
That's me, funny guy.
Yeah, it was really nothing serious, and then it just became serious like that. I was like, wow, we are really doing this.
Wow, I have ring on my finger. how is it possible?
The person was on the other side of the world, but you know, when I'm reading the text, I was just, you know, like I had like a smile from one ear to the next. But yeah, that time we were just talking, and then we decided, let's have a video call. It was the first time we called after Cape Town. And then you told me that you even wrote down a list of questions to ask me. You remember? You told me that.
Yeah, I make the list.
Oh yeah.
But before that call happened, I remember I called you. It was my first call via WhatsApp ever, and you didn't pick up the call. And I didn't know if you can see the notification that I call you, because if I call you, there was not any record that I call you. And I thought, well, maybe when she will get back to grab her phone, there is no notification that I called. There is not that missed call. So I was like, God damn, what should I do right now? Because I called her, but she didn't pick up the call. And if she will miss it, if she will not see it, she have no idea that I called. So I can call her later again. But if there is a notification, then she will see like I'm calling too many times that I'm not so like desperate that I have to call you. Yeah, but anyway, I was just thinking too much. That's it.
And then you also told me that you had a list of questions to ask me because you don't want that awkward silence.
Yeah, which we had when we were in the car because we were sleeping.
Yeah, but I sleep a lot of times.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but even the silence is okay, but not for the first call.
Yeah, but when we had the first call, it was so natural. It was just like two people that knew each other like for the longest, and they were just catching up. They were never like
That's
this.
the magic of the list of questions.
But you know that's you did not. You did not. You even told me like way later that I had a list, but I didn't even have to use it. The conversation was just so natural. Like
it's so nice that you still believe that.
But you did not. Really on camera?
No, I'm just teasing
Oh,
you.
yeah,
I'm
okay.
just teasing
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Because I love to tease you, so I just want to see your reaction.
I didn't feel like there were any words being forced, so it's not this thing of waiting for the phone call to end because you are just so like, what the hell just happened?
What's your favorite color? And what are the names of your siblings? And what's your hobby?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, we didn't do those. No.
Anyway, what are your hobbies?
Sleeping is number one.
Okay.
I'm sure by now you know. Mm-hmm.
I thought that's lifestyle hobby, but okay.
Lifestyle. Oh, nice.
And you can call yourself influencer because you influence our dog. She's sleeping also, like just like you.
I'm an influencer in the house.
Yeah.
All right. Now, from that first phone call, we have not stopped.
Never.
We texted every day. I think we already established like at the beginning, because we were obviously far away from each other, that at least, even if you're not going to have like a whole conversation that day, at least either good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. But why now are you laughing? It sounds that I'm lying.
I'm laughing because it reminds me of the memories, and I'm laughing. Mostly, I'm laughing when I'm happy or when I feel good. And right now, you just told me this that I already was not thinking about that anymore, and you just brought me all.
You see, writing down things.
That's the power of the listening questions.
Yeah, the list, the one that you say you did not use.
Yeah, so you just brought me all these memories, and I'm just going back. That's why I'm laughing, because it makes me feel good and happy.
Good. I make him happy.
Okay.
It was not a one-sided thing. I never ever in that relationship ever felt like I was forcing things. Like I always have to be the one to call you or the one to text you. Never like that. It was so, I felt like it was so natural. Like
I almost bought from Temu t-shirt, "Somebody loves me in Namibia."
Yeah, it was just so nice. Like he was so far, but I felt like he was somehow just there.
I can explain. I was so far, but the phone was nearby your hand.
Okay.
Magic.
All right, but there was only one incident where you didn't text or call me the whole day, and you were offline for like the whole day. And then, that was like a really hard day for me. Really hard. The last time I spoke to him was like in the evening. And the whole morning, the whole afternoon, nothing. I was texting him, "Are you okay? Are you alright?" But it was still written, last seen, which was now yesterday. He was last seen yesterday on Instagram. So something was just off, because it never happened. We always texted good morning or good afternoon. What are you doing? Good night, asking about the other person's day. But that day, nothing. It's like you just disappeared. So obviously, first of all, I was worried. Like, oh my God, something happened to him. He would never did this before. And then after some time, I was like, he's ghosting me. He probably has a wife and kids he did not tell me about. And the third day, I was like, oh, maybe something really bad happened. And then also that time I didn't know any of his friends or family members. I couldn't contact anybody to find out what is wrong with him. I was just left there. He was not online. I tried calling, but obviously the phone is not being picked up. I sent a bunch of messages. You know, I was so worried. I was feeling so sad. Probably I even cried that day. I don't even know. Because I was so worried, and I was like, I hope he does not ghost me, because I was already in love at this point. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Of course, you think I would tell you, you know.
But in the front of the video call, I'm so cool. I'm so cool. What do you want from me?
No.
Relationship? Oh, forget it, man.
Not true. Not true. But there, I was just not going to tell you, like, you know what, I love you. The I love you came later on when we saw each other in person. I was not going to do it over the phone.
But okay, I interrupted when you were talking that day that I didn't contact you.
Yeah, you didn't contact me, and that is because he just got into a really sticky situation in
Sticky as well.
Yeah, involving the law. The only crime that he ever did was stealing my heart. Now look at me lovingly. I don't know.
Butterfly.
Butterflies, guys, did you feel the laugh?
Yeah, I'm not criminal, but since that day they gave me this blue bracelet, and there is GPS, and they are monitoring me, so I can go outside of the place only for 2 hours per day. They took all of my belongings, and they check everything, what I have in my backpack and what I have on my body. I was just sitting in my underwear over there, but they checked everything, even under the underwear, because they thought I'm a spy.
Yeah.
I'm a Russian spy for Vladimir.
He just ghosted me, and that was just after 1 day.
Also
Imagine 2 days.
I was also crying for the whole night in the prison. But I cannot take selfie because they took my phone.
So you can show me #prison life.
Pray for Alice.
Yeah, pray for Alice. Alright guys. So how we made our relationship work, that's it. We had constant communication. I never felt that I had to force myself on him, and I believe you also felt that you never had to force to have a conversation with me. Yeah.
Actually, I was excited.
Yeah.
Every time when I saw the notification that Rauna is texting, no matter what was written there, I was already happy. Even when I saw the notification. Yeah. No, it was nice.
Yeah. You know, when you're in a relationship, especially in a long distance one, like the effort, like you always have to constantly communicate with your person, call them, make sure they are okay. You are not there to see them. The least you can do is, you know.
That's right, but there is, well, I don't know about you, but to me there is something else what was very important, at least on my side, and that was, we are constantly, we had a conversation, but what was also the, let's say, the icebreaker, or the important point was that we created goals for the future.
Oh yeah!
And
I almost forgot that.
we were following these goals. So for example, we said something that what we will do in the future, what we will do when we will be together, when we will be together, what we will do, where we will go, what we will see, what, you know, just we create these small, maybe stupid things, small stupid ideas. Maybe for some people they're stupid, but for me they were that small rock in the dark that you can grab and you will hold, you will not fall, because that was the thing that it just catch me, and it took me on the way. That's why I was following them. If there is nothing, if there is no future, that you don't have anything what to follow, I believe we are not here right now.
You're right. Something which I totally forgot. I didn't write it down. I blanked the paper. We had goals, like what is the end game? Call it the end game. Like what are we looking forward to?
Yeah.
What
to
are
me,
you?
It was very important because there was something what I was exciting for, what I was looking for, and to me it was very, maybe even the most important. All the messages, video calls, they were nice, but if you have these messages, calls, and there is no future, there is not something that will make you feel that excitement to see that person, that cause sooner or later they will become cold and boring. Yeah,
we not only talked about our dreams or what we wanted to do, but also how we were going to go about doing them, because we were planning on when are we going to meet?
Yeah.
And then that's how I ended up going to Europe. Right? Every step, we were just not talking about well, not I love you, because the I love you we never said it in the phone because we were still trying to get to know each other, right? But we were talking about our future, like what do I expect from you as a partner, and what do you expect from me as a partner? If we want to do ABC, how do we go about it? Even if you are far, like how serious are you? Are you really serious? And I do believe, you already know that from the beginning of a relationship, I did tell you that I do want to get married. That was my thing.
Scares me.
That was my thing. Like, I was dating in order to find somebody that will find me worthy enough to be a wife. I was just not dating because I needed or wanted to date somebody. No, I was dating because that was what I wanted, like a future with somebody. I will not date you for fun. That's it. So from the beginning of the relationship, this is what I want to come out. And if you're not with it, then it's fine. I understand. So probably I'm not the right person, but we got on the same page. He proposed to me. So you see, it worked. We set goals. We already talked about what we wanted from each other, and we're just following that. That's it. That is as simple as that.
And also, like, these goals, they're very important. And then in the future, it doesn't matter if we will reach the goals or not. That's not important. Important is the way that you have that lead that you can follow. And even because it's life like that, you cannot reach all of your goals, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But even on the way to reach them, and if you will not reach them, on the way there will be many situations that they will bring the joy, that happiness, and then you can, just go somewhere else, but still with that person, and you will set another goal because you know that one you didn't reach, but you can do something else.
Mm-hmm.
So the journey to reach that goal, at least to me, it was that excitement also.
Yeah, I was.
You can fall in love again with me.
All I say is I was very, very happy with our relationship even before I met you for the second time, because I believed we talked about a lot of things, we got some things cleared up, and we got to know each other a bit over the phone, but nothing beats reality, because when we met again in Frankfurt, we didn't know if we were like, there would be any chemistry or anything like that, but we met again, and then, it was just like we were talking over the phone. At first, everybody was nervous. I'm like, oh, okay, so now we said we're in a relationship or what? Because the last time we saw each other, everybody went their different way because it did not really end well. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I love how our relationship turned out. But I will tell you this, it took effort, it took commitment, it took planning, and it took having, let me say, faith in each other, like, you are going to do this and you are really going to do this for me. So that's it. We just trusted. I trusted him without even really knowing him, and he trusted me. So that's how we ended up here. Love. Okay, I think that's it. Do we have anything else? Before we go, I just wanted to say, you guys can comment on what other videos you want from us, or what other questions, or what other information you might need. Also, I'm thinking of doing small videos on what we went through, like from the steps. I know we did the other one, which is now lying on the computer, but I don't like it because I feel like I was just talking so much. Oh, I don't like it. But please let us know in the comments below what other videos you want from us. And we will see if we'll be able to do it to the best of our abilities. My love, do you have anything to say before we close this video?
There is something very important for this long distance relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who wants to be successful for a long distance relationship, they're supposed to follow my channel, Foreign Traveling. Hit that subscribe and support me, please.
I think we should end off the video before we embarrass both of us. Woo! Alright guys, bye, and you'll see us in the next video, which is probably going to be a vlog
On my channel, Foreign Traveling.
Ah.